This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Phil Perich, and you are listening to Vacation the Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
Suck it!
That's right. Week 2 of Morbius month. Get it? Anyway, welcome back to the Ultimate Podcast. We're a hot mess. Anyway, I am Phil, joining me as always, another creature of the night.
It's Lilith Hellfire, y'all.
Another cold-blooded creature of the night.
Lilith Hellfire!
But yes, we're back. Week 2 of Morbius, this time swinging to the 90s from 1997. Peter Parker's Spider-Man, 77, 78, 79, and 80. That's right after the Clone Saga.
You gotta wash that taste out of your mouth somehow.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think they're allowed to say clone in the books.
With good reason.
How dare you? Don't forget where you come
Save
from.
that for the sausage fest, alright?
Don't forget where you come from.
I love Big Riley.
But anyway, it's the day after Christmas in this first issue.
So, you know, at least 7 villains have gotten away.
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, there's like a whole list of people who like worked. I mean, I don't know who the art, because it's like Howard Mackey, Claudio Castellini, Cam Smith, Bud LaRocca, Howard Candelario, Ralph Cabrera, all under story and art. So I don't know. The art in this one just, it seemed very set. Did it seem 70s to you? There's something about it.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that aesthetic.
So I think the rest of them are drawn by Ramita Jr. But yeah, this one just, I don't know, the art just screams 70s to me. Maybe that's what they were going for, maybe.
They were feeling the vibes, man. You know, they were in the writer's room collaborating.
Yeah.
And they were just feeling the vibes, man.
Because it's Morbius, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
that skin tight suit screams disco. Just saying.
Whoa, Lilith Hellfire. Making the dead rise.
I do what I can.
But yes, the day after Christmas, so Empire State's pretty much empty, but I guess the custodian, Otis Wepner, complaining to himself about his job, which, have you seen any horror movie? Don't do that.
Yeah. And don't say I'll be right back either.
Thank you, Jamie Kennedy. But yes, gets attacked by Morbius. You know, gets attacked outside in the snow. No. Vampire's Kiss is the title. Ooh.
Oh.
But the next morning, Pete finds everyone, you know, the cops and the ambulance are at the scene. Where are you, Morbius? You got to be on this campus somewhere.
Don't you know?
And Lilith's favorite line of the issue, Nate Gray said I could contact him telepathically if I needed help tracking down Morbius. Because those two are messing with Morbius and X-Man 24.
How about no?
Remember when we did those Christmas issues?
I remember. I'll never forget your cruelty.
They tried to start a Peter Parker and Nate Gray relationship, friendship for all 2 seconds.
I mean, I could write a fanfic for that. I could write a little slash fic for that, but not my main continuity. No, thank you, no sir.
The only problem is I've been trying to contact Nate all day, and all I come up with is a splitting headache. Oh my lord! Then he sees Mary Jane with Jill Stacy, Gwen Stacy's cousin. Get it?
Another slash fic I could write.
Oh my lord! I mean, they had her obsessing over Peter even when he's married. It's like,
you know, a little Betty Brant action.
Whoa! I mean, Jill Stacy just coincidentally enough looked exactly like Gwen, I think, except for the shape.
I mean, don't all blonde-haired, blue-eyed girls look the same?
Well,
Isn't that what we're getting at?
Well, she has dark hair, but besides that, it's like they're cousins. Get it?
She dyed her hair just so she wouldn't freak them out. Maybe it was a Gwen Stacy clone all along. Who knows? Maybe her and Ben belong together. We don't know.
Oh man, is that what Mary Jane wears? The skull? Jeez.
Hell.
But Peter's like, I'm not interested in any faces from the past. Why is Mary Jane obsessed with dragging this back up? She wants me and Jill to be best buddies. But yes, because it's like right at the end of the Clone Saga, it's like, Arthur Stacy, George Stacy's brother, shows up. And I want to know everything about my brother's death, 50 years later. It's all.
Yeah. Like, better late than never.
It's like, what do you need to know? Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus were fighting on a rooftop. Captain Stacy went to save a kid from getting hit by a falling chimney, and he got hit instead. How is that so mysterious?
There's always got to be a grand conspiracy in the Marvel books. That's the thing. That's why we always have event after event after event now.
Why is it I'd rather face off against a dozen super baddies than be put in the middle of an awkward social situation?
You know what's weird about this book? For most of these books that you find on eBay, the shipping costs more than the actual issue, and I don't know how I feel about that.
I know. Ever since that's the only downside of all these Marvel movies now. Now everyone's a fan. They think they can just like charge an arm and a leg for Remember when you could just like find comics for like $1?
I mean, thankfully I can in my two favorite comic book shops here in Tampa. But
yeah, I was gonna say,
when I go like to other cities, because I'm just like just casually.
Yeah. I'm
just like, wow, you can't do it anymore.
And I mean, just like outside of America too, because I know Ray says he's all envious of us with like I don't know if they have like a lot of back issue bins or dollar bins over there.
Yeah, well, yeah, it'd be like a $3 bin there, but yeah, a loonie or whatever it is.
What the heck?
Not familiar with Australian currency. I just assume everything has a koala bear on it
or a bird.
Or a snake. I don't know. I know Canadian money actually does. You can scratch and sniff it and it smells like maple syrup. So I don't even know anymore.
For real?
No, that's a true story. True story. Google it.
We're going to get feedback next episode about his money. You know that, right?
Yes, please educate us. Educate us ugly Americans that only care about USD currency.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
I do always feel bad for Canada when it's a bad issue. I'm like, poor Canada had to pay like $6.75 for that issue.
Blame Canada.
But anyway, yeah, this issue is actually like it's not
bad. So yeah, Peter comes down. Mary Jane's not mad. She starts kissing him. Hey.
Well,
And then Jill's like, "Oh, hi, Peter. I'd really love to get together soon and talk about Gwen." Oh yeah, sure. Let's get together and have a casual chat about my ex-girlfriend who was brutally murdered.
Like you might be one day.
by the older man who slept with her and wanted to kill her before we could find out about that pregnancy.
Yeah, that's Yeah.
Oh, but
we talked about that previously, guys.
Yes.
Catch up.
At this point, Aunt May's quote unquote dead. So hey, we're supposed to meet Aunt Anna in a half an hour.
Boo! All my least favorite people are here. Well, you can see clearly if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, it says "Fight Me, Nerd." So that's what you choose to do.
You can't see her tattoo on camera, so she put it on her caption for you. There you
go. A unicorn giving you the finger, yes.
An awkward tramp stamp. But yeah, then Jill's father Arthur shows up because the university brought him in to investigate the recent rash of campus murders. And,
I mean, they know where they live, right? Like
Marble, New York. Yeah, I know.
Okay, just checking.
Peter, Peter, Mary Jane, I've heard so many good things about you. We must get together and speak about my brother and niece. No other topics besides these dead people? Okay.
Yeah, apparently. This is awkward. I don't like it.
I know. He says dinner tonight, and Mary Jane's like, yeah, sure. See you at Cafe Luna at 8.
Cafe Luna? Come on, guys. Are you even trying?
I mean, could have been worse. Could have been like Cafe Bad or something, or
Cafe Sangre. Get it? Blood.
And once again, see last episode, hiding in another attic, Morbius.
Hanging upside down, getting that blood flowing. You know what I'm saying?
No, this time he's just sitting on the floor. It's like, no, I will slumber no more. Because every time I do, I dream about the past, and he's dreaming about his origin we went into last episode. Oh, look.
Not the best origin, but that's all right.
They even give us...
It's sympathetic.
They even give us a 6-arm flashback.
The humanity. I don't ever want to think about that storyline again.
I know, he's basically saying, yeah, I became Morbius through my closest friend Nikos. Spider-Man became my worst enemy.
Hey, this is for Ray. Now that you mention it, could I buy you a cuppa?
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Nailed it. Catcha. Yeah, sometimes I hope Spider-Man does succeed in catching me. Then maybe my dreams will no longer run red with blood. And doesn't Winter...
I feel like the tones are slightly, the tone is slightly toned down. So I do appreciate that.
Yes. But does a winter coat really keep you that warm if you're shown as much leg as Mary Jane is?
Okay, so here's a trick that I don't know if you're a guy, so you probably wouldn't know. But if you put pantyhose, like you put baby oil on your legs and put pantyhose on, you will actually keep you warm. So that's my headcanon why her legs are so shiny is that she has baby oil and pantyhose on. So it doesn't bother me.
Okay. And that keeps the warmth. Okay.
Who is she? Iris West?
You could go pout if you want, but I'm going to meet Jill and her dad for dinner, so come if you want.
Awkward.
And Peter's thinking that went well, not. But then, look who shows up trying to do her best Mary Jane impression, Betty Brandt.
Beat it, Betty. Just beat it.
Could I buy you a cuppa? Can you believe I'm an investigative reporter now? For everyone who hasn't been paying
attention. Buy a sandwich, Flash. That's the only vibes I'm getting here.
I know he didn't want to have coffee with Jill and her dad, but he's definitely having coffee with the ex-girlfriend.
Is she ever really an ex? Like, let's be honest.
You're right, Peter. Oh yeah, she was ready to sleep with him even when she was married to Ned. You're right. I can never fool you, Peter. It's a shame things didn't work out between us.
Is it though?
Lord. And then it's 97, so of course we got the Friends of... Is it the Friends of Humanity? Yes.
Don't you just love those names that are obviously ironic?
we hate those muties. Oh, Lord. Chad's back. Cups code for Luke Cage grade coffee. Well done, Phil.
Nice.
Cuppa. I think in Brady Brandt's mind it was. But yeah, the Friends of Humanity are just, I guess, harassing people. Peter's ready to get in their face. See you around campus, String Bean. Really? That might have worked.
Obviously, they've never met Scarecrow. It's fine.
I was gonna say it might have worked 30 years ago, but it's kind of... This is crazy. They're the brown shirts in pre-war Germany. Yeah, this is so unbelievable. Who would let racists just stroll around the streets? Unbelievable.
Oh, my sweet summer children of 1997.
Oh, we're doomed. Betty, what's wrong? Probably nothing. I shouldn't even be talking to you about Flash, but he is your friend.
Damn it, Flash! What you do now?
I never allowed myself to be close to anyone now, but Flash. I don't want to know how he got that nickname.
Nothing to be proud of. Nothing to be proud of.
So while Betty's pouring her heart out, Peter looks up and sees Morbius or a giant bat go by. Sorry, I'm sorry, Betty. I just remember we're supposed to meet Mary Jane. Sorry, I'll call you.
Way to put a cold, wet blanket on things by mentioning Mary Jane.
Did you have to bring up your wife?
I lost my nipple for nothing.
Oh no, I meant
cold, wet, hard nipples.
There you go.
Thank you. I was gonna say that's the wrong nipple drop. Isn't it amazing we have multiple nipple drops? That's
Welcome to the
prerequisite. Nobody told us.
Yes, I should just play that in the intro every episode.
It's not Mary Jane, basically, but that's for Wade's World.
Well, it's basically for any show. The Friends of Humanity decided to stick around, and of course, Peter just, has to, can't be too good, but I can dodge their punches.
Okay.
I know, but then when he gets a chance, he runs into an alley, changes to Spider-Man.
You know a guy's a bad guy when he's got a corncob pipe. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because Peter thinks he can't be late for dinner. He catches Morbius attacking yet another woman who looks like Mary Jane.
Uh-oh.
I mean, is every woman in New York wearing the same kind of the similar coat?
Well, that's the thing about late 70s, late 90s. The fashion was pretty homogenous depending on what sect you were, goth, prep. Everything was pretty much all the same.
But I mean, look at page 17, what this woman's wearing. I mean, come on. Did someone think that was supposed to be Mary Jane?
It's convenience for the sake of the plot, but now I get where they're going.
It could be Mary Jane. I know. So Spider-Man's beating on Morbius, webs him up. I will not be stopped from doing what I must. I heard you. I just don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Morbius punches Spider-Man down, and then
a little bit of blood.
Gives him
not so tough are you now with that smart mouth, Peter, huh?
Gives him a little nibble on his neck for his trouble.
Just a little quick snack. You're not the whole meal. You're just a quick snack, okay?
Your blood will sustain me until I need to feed again. And then I will find Dr. Jansen, and deal with her. So Peter passes out, bleeding in the snow. And the issue ends with him coming to dinner, and of course, as
I ran into an old friend to chew the fat with him.
But he's all dizzy because he's getting in Arthur's face. What's your problem with Spider-Man? And then he passes out on the table. How times have changed. Before he would have admitted he was Spider-Man. He was so dizzy.
I'm glad times have changed.
All right, so on to issue 78.
Cold-blooded craving. I can relate.
I was going to say. We see Peter and Mary Jane riding the subway home.
As you do.
Yes.
From a party where you've just embarrassed the bejesus out of yourself and your companion.
Because he's sleeping on her lap as she's thinking about all the enemies he faces, and then these three goons come up to them, and Mary Jane just stares them down.
Floating guilty head alert! Floating guilty head alert!
Yeah, there's Gwen, there's Flash, there's Harry, and then the villains. Oh, look, at least we get White Suit Otto.
The best Otto, as we've determined.
Oh, we're going to get there. Sinister Six, miss. So, Mary Jane scares off these goons. Nice going. Pretty soon you'll be packing a gun and pulling a Bronson on me.
Who is he, Frank Castle?
Well, that's what she says to Mary Jane. You were awake? Yeah, that pesky spider sense warns me every time. I'm not going to argue about Joe and Arthur again, are we now? Just let me ease into knowing them at my own speed. I've been burnt by this kind of surprise before. The parents. Seriously, I mean, he has excuses. He's like, yeah, remember when my parents showed up before the clone saga, and let's not get me started on clones.
We love Ben Reilly.
See, I know you do.
I love Ben Reilly.
Yeah, whatever. Ben Reilly, Spider-Man's clone. He's the guy. He's got a sweatshirt. Yeah, that's how you know he's different, and he's a blonde hair.
Oh, what did you say now, Chad? Sinister Sixsmith sounds like an alternative party that you need to sign a waiver for.
Probably.
Pretty much.
You know as well.
Pretty much. It'll just be online though. Because COVID.
Yeah. 2022, we got plans though. Don't you worry.
I know.
We're gonna help Michelle Gray catch a killer.
I know. This is gonna be the first year in a while we haven't been up here probably. Oh.
Blame everybody who didn't want to do their part. We could have had Halloween, but y'all insisted.
If you'd love me, you'd be up here in a hazmat suit. But then Morbius. Then we always see Morbius in another room long under construction. Man, Empire State University, half their campus is like under construction. Remember that?
Well, all the fights there,
I guess, because I mean, remember the Jackal had a lab somewhere. Now there's this, and it's just
labs just love to blow up. So
true. Oh, that would have been cool if they would have said, "Oh, I believe it, Chad. Halloween is my anniversary. I did my part." I believe it. But yes, Morbius is killing this guy in this abandoned room, and basically like, I'm a monster. Woe is me.
You're not sympathetic though, so we don't care. Especially like the redesign of it.
I know. This must end.
They had to make him a little more attractive, It's the 90s.
Oh yeah, this is after Interview with the Vampire. Exactly. Make him look like
vampires are allowed to be sexy again.
Make him look like Brad Pitt, who got struck in the face.
I don't know if he's got Brad Pitt bone structure. I don't know about all that.
Well, that's what I said. His face got messed up. But he was that woman he was attacking was Dr. Andrea Jansen. She was within my grasp last night, but Spider-Man interfered. I must find her. Make her understand she has to.
Oh, Jansen is a redhead. Go figure.
So yeah, I guess he's a
Get it?
He's a scientist. Oh, a red herring? What? But yeah, he
me? Couldn't be.
He's a scientist. He wants her help, even though he has to force her.
Consent is a major thing.
And then, yeah, Peter's having a nightmare. Mary Jane's thinking, this isn't right. I insisted he should see a doctor for the bite he got from Morbius, but he's always worried about protecting his identity. May wakes up, no.
I'm just going to say, DC did it better with Man-Bat. The comparison's there, and it's just obvious, and I'm just saying.
Yes.
Way more sympathetic.
Oh, yeah. But he's still freaking out. No, Mary Jane, no matter what, they always come back. Morbius is still out there. I have to find them before he kills again. And she's like, you're burning.
Thwip. Let's just thwip. More thwip.
Burning up with fever.
More thwip.
You're burning up from fever from the bite you got. You got to get back to bed. I'll call a doctor. And he's like, I can't. I've got to go out there. Great power, remember? Future Lil.
We got the floating guilty head, so you know what's coming.
Future Lil, take a drink. Great power.
Poor liver.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't say power. Great power. He says, I've got a responsibility.
He's shortcutting it.
Yes. Oh Lord. Look! You got Chad started now. Thwip it, kid. When a problem comes along, you must whip it. Watching Peter swing away toward danger and me patiently waiting by the window. Seems like the story of my married life. Because people aren't writing me good right now. I'm not going to wait around wondering if he's alive or dead, and she takes off. Oh my Lord. Do you think Betty Brant did this on purpose to get Peter's attention? Doesn't she look extra redheady? Because I don't think she was a redhead. I thought she was a brunette.
She was most definitely a brunette. This is the descent into Betty that they never really wanted to get into. I'm just saying the signs were there. Somebody was writing it in the background, and then they axed it. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, because she's at the hospital. She must have got messed up following a story, and oh, look who's waiting for her. Flash.
Poor guy. He's just been all around town, and nobody really loves him. I feel for him.
And you say he's just a friend.
Poor Flash.
But meanwhile, back at Empire State University, the science building, one of the ones actually open, Dr. Andrea Jansen, hematologist and molecular biologist.
Convenient.
Well, he knew what he needed. Doesn't hurt that she's hot, huh? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. See, women can be smart and beautiful. See?
Yeah, remember that episode of Bernadette was telling everyone on Big Bang Theory?
Bazinga.
My scary little munchkin.
But I guess is she examining something for Morbius or from Morbius? I might be able to use some of that research, but I don't ever want to see him again. And he's like, "Oh, sorry for that." But Morbius comes in through the window. Please do not scream.
Right?
That's always a great way to start a conversation. Meanwhile, Peter's swinging around, almost misses a flag. Well, he does miss the flagpole. That ain't good. As he goes flying off a water tower. Hits the ice. And then almost falls off a roof. And Mary Jane's following. She's like, "That's too close, Peter. This is ridiculous." But where is it written that Peter Parker has got to kill himself in order to live up to Spider-Man's guilt? Amazing Fantasy.
First issue.
Amazing Fantasy 15 and everything after that, yeah.
Sorry.
Don't you comic book girl?
I mean, obviously she knows the story. He told her the story more than one occasion.
Oh, please. It's like foreplay at this point.
Ouch. Ouch. I feel like that's so accurate, actually, now that I think about it.
You're not in the mood tonight. Well, did you know my uncle died? I know, you tell me every other day. But back at Morbius, he's telling Dr. Jansen, "I mean you no harm. My name is Dr. Michael Morbius. I've come up to seek your help. Oh, I know all about you. It was your case that led me down the road my research has taken."
Ooh.
Groupie.
Could this be a love connection?
Groupie. Oh. "My disease is progressing. The feedings satiate my hunger for shorter and shorter periods." Already, I can feel
Somebody get Blade on the phone, maybe? I don't know.
Exactly.
Whistler?
All I need to know is the answer to one question. Will you help me? And Spider-Man shows up. They're lying to the woman, Morbius. You don't want any help. You like what you are.
Who are you to judge him, Peter? How can you not try to give somebody a second chance?
Yeah, people. I know he's still the last one who should judge people because people are always judging him, Jameson.
Exactly. Like I thought that's where we were going, and then he opened his big fat mouth, and I'm like, no, not the Peter I know and love. What's going on here?
Well, remember he is always
with a fever,
tripping from that bite.
Can you not talk and let me enjoy this? Says Morbius as he feasts upon the blood and bones of his enemies.
"I cannot allow you to continue killing." So as the fight's going to start, oh look, the Friends of Humanity have found Mary Jane. "You ain't safe on this campus, lady." There's some, because they think Morbius is like a mutant.
One track mind.
We can't let a beautiful norm babe walk around at night while mutant freaks are killing people right and left. And on cue, Morbius and Spider-Man come crashing through the window. Muties!
Get them!
Again, in the Marvel Universe, how can you tell if someone has powers if they're a mutant or not?
Well, either way it goes, you have power, so you're bad. It mutated you somehow.
Oh yeah, well that's what I'm like. If they're against every superpowered person, I could see that, but it's just like we're going to we're just going to concentrate on the ones who are born with their powers. It's like, really?
Because they're different, Seed. They were born different.
They were born this way. So yeah.
Because,
yeah, Lady Gaga.
Mutants are the standard category for everything nowadays.
Yep. So Spider-Man and Morbius are fighting in the snow. You can't understand the hunger that drives me. The irresistible craving. It is not simply enough to feed. I must kill.
Oh, craving. I was going to say, where's Craven in the background hunting him? Like,
seriously, I could see Craven hunting Morbius.
I feel like that's happened before, but maybe that's just a fanfic. I don't know. This way.
What are you saying, Chad? Color coordinated outfits? It's color coordinated outfits. The Friends of Humanity. Oh, like, are they going all Batman Return or no, the Dark Knight? Are they wearing hockey pads?
Definitely use some shoes or some ice skates in that costume.
Oh, but Morbius gets him down. He's ready to bite Spider-Man again. But hey, the Friends of Humanity hitting Morbius with baseball bats, because I'm sure that would work. The Friends of Humanity know how to handle muties. He's not falling. No, but you will.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. Supposedly in the Morbius movie, there's a Craven Easter egg because there is a Craven screenplay that has been floating around for a while. That's what I'm confused with. Okay. I had to double check. I thought I was going crazy.
But yeah, the Friends of Humanity. He's not going down. Run.
Well, duh.
I know. So, yes.
Y'all bit off more than you could chew. Suck it, Kona.
Suck it.
But yeah, so Spider-Man jumps up. Okay, Morbius, this is where I started out. That I'm sick. I'm tired. You're a killer. I'm a good guy. I can't, but I must. He's a bad guy, but I won't let him die. Thing and just kick some vampire butt. You're making me get all morbid again, and I hate that. I'm actually a fun-loving superhero. Really, you'd love getting morbid.
Yeah, he has some existential angst every other issue too.
I know. It's too late, Spider-Man. If you'd let me quell my hunger with this bigot's blood, you would have saved your own life.
I hate to break it to you, it's called Spider-Man, not Morbius book.
I know. So Pete's telling Mary Jane, get out of here, and she's like, no, and she jumps in front of him. Stand aside, woman. Let's see. He's like, Mary Jane donuts. She's like, shut up, Spider-Man. I believe you, Dr. Morbius, are strong enough to fight the beast which is within your mind and body. Strong enough to make the choice right here, right now. Are you a man who wants help or a monster? That's when Dr. Jansen shows up. So, with a bag of blood. Aw. So yeah,
Special blood.
Yeah, so Morbius walks away with Dr. Jansen. And Pete still wants to stop them. You can't stop them because you got to take this man to the hospital. It's your choice. And of course, the issue ends. Daily Bugle headline. Boy, this was quick. Spider-Man and vampire attack ESU campus. Is there a mutant connection?
Way to stoke the flames.
Boy,
what yellow journalism.
Boy, way to just tag everybody in that. Spider-Man, vampire, mutants.
I know. It's like, are you sure you're not like the Daily Mail? Are you sure?
Meanwhile, page 2 is probably like, why can't we get more heroic figures like these Thunderbolts that just showed up?
Exactly.
All right, so issue 79, a private island. Oh, Dr. Jansen has brought Morbius to a private island in the Caribbean.
Interesting.
It's basically doing something with machines while standing there in a lab coat, and I'm assuming that's a bikini.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what I look like now that quarantine and I don't have to go anywhere. So, I can relate.
She's wearing a lab coat, shoes, and a bikini. Okay.
She's being safe. She doesn't want to get any chemicals on the bikini.
True. I bet.
She got super sexy in the last issue, but we're just gonna.
But yeah, Morbius is in this machine. Looks like he's getting acupuncture. There was a time I admired you, she's saying. After you turned yourself into this creature, I began having nightmares where you played a big role.
If you really were having nightmares, you're in a bikini and a lab coat. That's all I'm saying.
Now I can't find room in my heart to pity you. You're just another intriguing scientific puzzle to me. Oh, yeah, and then starts making out with the new villain on the block, Crown. Yeah. I've done all I can for him here. Good. Hail Hydra.
Basically.
Hail Hydra. He should serve us well. And Morbius is like, no. Oh, Lord. And then back in New York, Betty's working all night at the Bugle.
Flash T called.
Because how many flashes?
Flash Thompson.
How many flashes does she know that they had to put the last initial? If you didn't get it, they had to put T. Hard enough to get taken seriously as an investigator because she's thinking about Flash. If people don't take her seriously because of Flash, and it also doesn't help when you start out as the boss's secretary.
And quote unquote worked your way up the ladder.
Hell. Then Jameson comes over and he's like, "What are you doing here so late?" I'm doing some research on the old ESU science lab murder. I'd be like, which one? Drop that and follow up on the Morbius thing. I thought I told you to drop that on the Morbius thing. But then he says, forget them both. I've got something else. And then he hands her a folder. Oh, yeah, I think this runs into a Spider-Man Unlimited where Peter has to go to another country to rescue her or something. But of course, the next morning, Peter's late again. I don't know what kind of life Peter Parker would have if I hadn't been bitten by that radioactive spider a few years ago. I'd be uneducated and unemployed. I don't need spider strength, agility, and web shooters. I should have gotten bitten by a radioactive alarm clock.
Peter and Barry Allen could be best friends. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, but again, he gets another dizzy spell and he's about to fall to the street. But then he gets caught by the new superhero on the block who showed up at the same time Crown did. Shock. SHOC. See, in the 90s, kids, we either added a Z or took off the last letter.
It was a thing that was dumb.
Yes. So, yes, this Tron-looking dude catches him. But he's like, what's wrong, Spider-Man? I'm fine. But then Shock takes off. Talk about embarrassing, being rescued by the mysterious new superhero on the block. Maybe I'll walk the rest of the way to the ESU.
Probably your best bet.
And as if we didn't get enough Hydra. Meanwhile, on Staten Island, new crime boss Fortunato also works for Hydra. They left the Caribbean. They brought Morbius to Fortunato's place.
Bait and switch. Bait and switch.
Hydra's not a very forgiving master. What is this? A Clone Saga issue? And a mysterious figure in the shadows is talking to Fortunato.
They couldn't help it. It was a long time for it. So bad habits are like being unlearned.
And then Peter makes it to Empire State. Oh, look, there's Mary Jane and Betty.
I think Betty was low-key trying to single white female Mary Jane. Like I said, there's a whole thing going on in the background, and then they just kind of forgot about it.
But yeah, Peter's like trying to apologize for running out on her in the first issue, and she's still looking cold until Mary Jane elbows her. Oh yeah, I forgive you, Peter. Mary Jane explained how you were distracted the other night with a fight she and you had over pig-headed position you took over the Stacy family. Besides, if our relationship was going to end over you bailing out on me.
Dang. Burn.
I know. But then she's just like, but you can make it up to me by feeding my cat while I was
Burn.
Razor claws?
Somebody get Felicia Hardy on the phone.
Ooh, Betty even says, that's right, Tiger.
Single white female.
Yes. Oh, and then look who shows up. Neil Aiken, who has nothing to do with Shock.
Everything's just pretty convenient with a bow, huh?
Yeah, but Betty's flirting with him because he's a member of Lanning's research team. Oh, Lord. And then look who shows up. Paul Stacy, looking all Ben Riley with a beard.
You know, why can't we bring back Miss Rambo?
What?
Why can't we bring back Miss Rambo? You remember that?
Who? What?
You know? Okay, never mind. I was just thinking, I mean, we have Betty doing nothing, so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, with the guns and stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
Why not? I know it was a 90s thing, but yeah, bring that back. Female Punisher.
Yeah, exactly. She couldn't do worse than what Frank's doing.
I mean, in the late 80s, early 90s, she was like half crazy half the time anyway. Why not?
And she still is, so I mean, we can go for it.
But yeah, after Paul Stacy's done being a jerk, he walks off. The rest of them go to a diner. Oh yeah, Betty said she's leaving because she has to travel for a little story in Latveria. See Spider-Man Unlimited 16. No, Ward. Then Neil. Betty's very hot, Peter. Before he gets a dizzy spell, Peter's like, yeah, don't you think she's just a little... Was he going to say old for you? She's an old heifer.
Not nice.
Oh, I didn't see this until now. The whole thing with the flash note.
Yeah.
Chad put, she has flashcards.
Suck it, Kona.
He's going to be like, what's going on? Suck it. It's going to be like, the internet's just telling me to suck it. What's going on? Just a shooting pain in my neck, and it's making me lightheaded. Oh, I wonder what that's from. And then the sky goes dark. It starts raining black stuff. And hey, look, Hydra agents is trying to look all 90s with hoods and stuff.
In the 90s, we had no taste in clothes or TV shows.
I know. So, yeah, so they're after Neil. They see Peter with them, so they basically beat down Peter. And then, yes, Neil reveals he is Shock.
Are you shocked? Were you shook?
Suck it, Kona.
Suck it.
So yeah, Shock's taking out the Hydra goons because Peter's still all dizzy. And then Crown shows up. You killed my father. Indeed, did I? It's not as simple as that. I was waiting.
Of course, it's not.
I was waiting for him to go all Darth Vader here, but he doesn't. But Crown grabs Peter and says, "He has 2 more seconds to live. If you don't depower and come with me, say goodbye to your friend." And Peter's like, "No, do it." So Neil powers down. They all go. They all disappear. And then last page, Peter wakes up on Staten Island and underground somewhere. It looks like. Oh no, they've locked him in a cell with Morbius.
Sure.
Thank God Morbius didn't see those bites, or else he'd probably put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Or is Morbius just like, oh, you're one of the thousands I've bitten? Okay.
Pretty much.
Morbius is a neck slut.
He's just trying to survive. Leave that poor man alone.
I must feed.
Don't look at me, I'm hideous.
But oh Lord, issue 80. Is the title really Blood Simple?
Yes it is, sir.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Apparently. Howard Mackey, you know, he's a guy.
Although,
he's a guy that likes to do fun things.
I mean, it would have been better if they went with what's on the cover, you know, like the title to your autobiography, Death Comes in Darkness.
Exactly. Was it a climactic chapter of the Crown Affair? I don't think it was.
Well, it's the last one, so
okay.
It's the climax because it finished the whole thing off. Get it?
I get it, but it's nothing going on.
I get it.
But yeah, more.
I get the concept. Execution, not great. But I think it's from the film from like 1984 called Blood Simple. So it's a Coen Brothers movie. Probably kind of obscure for a lot of people who aren't into Coen Brothers. I don't know. But I think I initially thought so, you know.
Okay. But yeah, Peter's like trying to fight off Morbius as the guards watch and laugh. Meanwhile,
what else do they have to do?
I know, because meanwhile, the High Fortunato and all the Hydra goons are watching. They're studying Shock, and oh look, the mysterious figure has come out of the shadows. It's Baron von Strucker.
Strucker! Why is it always the Struckers, Von or otherwise?
No, I mean it's Hydra, so of course it's Strucker.
It's like the third time we've talked about Strucker.
I know. I don't know why. I don't know why they even like got cute about it. I'm like, it's Hydra. You know, it's Strucker. Come on. Oh my lord! But I guess Crown telling Dr. Jansen, "Hurry, darling, do it for me. Without your help, I will not have much time left." I know, Crown. I know it is for you that I sold my soul to these Hydra devils.
What?
I don't know what's going on.
Exactly. Just, okay.
But yeah, Peter thinks he's not feeling as strong as he usually is. But then, yeah, someone takes out the guards, and then, yeah, someone takes out Morbius before he can bite Peter again. I don't know who you are or why you decided to help me, but thanks. Then he gets blasted too. And then we see someone saying, "You know this kid, boss? Nah,
finish him."
He must have seen my mug in the papers.
Finish him.
Anyway, let's take the both of them. See what we can find else around this joint. And then, yeah, Dr. Jansen, not you. What? Everyone knows me? And Shock says, "Who are you?" But yeah, everyone, Morbius, Peter, Shock, I guess Dr. Jansen, they all get captured. And we see by an updated version for the 90s, Hammerhead.
Oh my god. Why did it have to be Hammerhead?
With a goatee.
Ugh. The 90s were not kind sometimes, you know, man.
No. And Peter's thinking, oh, I might have to risk my identity breaking up, busting out of here. But Shock's the one who busts out first.
Convenient.
But then, yeah, I tell Shock he's going to whack the kid, meaning Peter, right here now if we don't sit down. If you think you can use your powers to catch a bullet, you might want to look around there, see how many bullets there are.
Yeah, generally speaking.
What does One-Eyed Fortunato want with you two? Yeah, because not to be mistaken with Two-Eyed Fortunato. So yeah, so they're all sitting around eating dinner.
Spaghetti!
Get it?
But oh gosh.
Italian, get it?
Could you try any harder?
So yeah, Shock, I guess, agrees to help them take down Crown and Hydra, and then they're like, yeah, he's like, Peter's not a part of this. So Hammerhead tells his goons, yeah, why don't you guys drop the kid off somewhere? So they take him up to the roof, and they try to drop him off the roof. Get it? But Peter's like, oh, it's about time, as he's clinging to the wall.
I just needed them to say, I swear to God, swear to me.
So where's the trigger?
Yeah.
So I was thinking of taking Mary and the kids out for Italian tonight, one of the guards says. Italian? We always eat Italian.
Get it?
Then Hydra shows up in a big ship.
Like they do. That's their main move. Like if you're a fan of MCU, then you know that's what they do. They just show up.
Yeah, so
they're the cavalry.
Yep. So then it basically comes down to Hammerhead and his goons fighting Hydra on the rooftops, just shooting back and forth.
And it's like, can we get back to Morbius? Like, what happened? Why? What? What? What is going on?
And Peter's just like, there's kids down in that building, so he jumps into the fray. Yeah, Shock's helping out. I love, he protects this kid. Keep your head down, kid. He's like, are you Spider-Man? Yeah, that's right, kid. Don't worry, I'll protect you from. And the kid punches him. That's for helping put my Uncle Pat away.
Perfect. It's just like Daredevil creating Typhoid Mary. Just you thought you were helping, but you weren't.
Then Peter still has to save the kid from getting blasted, and then look who decides to join the party. Morbius just snapping Hydra necks.
I mean, make yourself useful.
Yep. So yeah, just everyone's just fighty. Crown and Shock are going at it. Then Peter tries to pull them apart. Hammerhead shooting at Crown. Your concern is touching Hammerhead, though your speech pattern is very irritating.
Not wrong. I can relate.
Exactly. So they're between Shock's powers and Spider-Man's web shooters, they stop Hydra from blowing up this building.
Let it all burn. Somebody get Anarchy on the phone.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
So true.
But yeah, the battle ends in a big explosion. Hammerhead's back up, but he's like, you saved my tail and all my men's. We're even. Next time you're toast. So I'm assuming Morbius gets away, but I don't think we ever really see that.
It doesn't really matter. Morbius.
I mean,
we'll see him in another 30 years. See you later, bunkies.
But I mean, it's kind of like,
see you later, bunkies.
It's kind of like, I don't know, like a signature of Howard Mackie. It's like, he paces most of his story good, but he always seems like,
oh crap! I got to page 20. I need an ending. Oh no!
He seems to rush the ending a lot of times. It's just like, okay, everything blows up and they just go their separate ways. Okay.
Perfect. Done.
All right. So, Lilith, what did you think of these?
I think Morbius got the short end of the stick, unfortunately. Like, I think he's an interesting character. Like, I know I gave the movie like a lot of crap, but mainly because it's Jared Leto, and I don't like him as an actor anymore after that whole Joker thing. I can't relate to that. Yeah. I'd much rather 30 Seconds to Mars music, but I do like the character, and I think that it is squandered. So it was very interesting. It seems like they actually want to make Morbius the Sony versus jumping off point, from what I'm reading. So that's like an interesting thing because, what's old is new again, with the vampires coming back into full throttle because August 4th, guess who has another book coming out? Yeah, that Twilight lady. There's another one of those books coming out, So it's just like vampires are probably about to be back in trend in a big way. So
seems like
justice for Morbius. I think being anti tried hard enough.
It seems like once a decade or so, yeah, vampires just get big again.
Yeah. Well, Anne Rice. Get it together.
That's right. But yeah, sorry, no feedback from Ray. We kind of did this at the last minute, so yeah, sorry, Ray. I didn't have time to give you a heads up or even put it on the calendar. So
yeah, I sprung it on him. He was like, "Oh wait, you actually want to do more? You're not rushing me off?
What? You're not going to rush to go get drunk? What?
I mean, it's the afternoon. I can wait till the sun goes down. It's fine.
What the F?
I'm growing up, guys.
Gobble, gobble. Yeah, sure.
Somewhat.
All right, so.
But on that note, I'll actually give this a good solid C+. I mean, the artwork really didn't do it any favors. Like I said, just Morbius disappears in like the second issue. So it's like, why does this need to be 3 issues if we're not going to really care about Morbius?
Hell, it's 4 issues. I mean, well, Mackie started out Morbius, and then he's like, let's throw some Hydra in here, and hey, let's try to clear up some of this.
And I find Hydra to be the least interesting thing.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, they're just cannon fodder.
Yeah. So, he definitely had a little ADHD. So,
yeah.
Justice for Morbius, guys. Come on, jump on my bandwagon.
Yeah, jump on the bandwagon.
Go ahead, throw it in.
Oh my God. Prerequisite, nobody tell Rob.
Yeah.
So on that note,
yes. So send us your thoughts on this stuff. Next time we'll be covering Ultimate Spider-Man, I believe 95 and 96. It's the Morbius issues. And then, of course, end of the month, you will hear Ray along with Matt Kona for Scarlet Spider. I believe, what is it, Funeral for an Octopus this time? So.
Oh.
Wow.
Have you guys recorded yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
So if you want to send feedback.
A big unit.
So yeah, send your thoughts on all of that. Like hopefully Lilith will. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Ultimate Spider-Cast on Facebook, Twitter. Follow all of our stuff, the YouTube. Go and subscribe. Our Patreon, where we're talking all things Star Trek. Everything we do, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. And go on Amazon, buy that and more. And use the link. Please use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Costs you nothing, but hey, help support this show, the network, and that creature of the night, Rob, Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. What did you say?
Lilith.
Gotham. Oh, sorry. If you nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire or on Instagram with the cool kids and the hip grandparents at Lilith Hellfire 86 or at Lilith Hellfire 69.
Deceptively hard.
Yes, getting Morbius right is deceptively hard. I agree.
Yes, because he's such a fickle pickle.
Pickle.
He truly is.
All right. So thank you, everyone. Again, come join us all for Ultimate Spider-Man next time. Because we have no opinions on Mr. Brian Michael Bendis. Yes, one more sucky week, get it? But until then, swing on back.
Suck, flip.